with meteorologist Holden LeCroy.
Welcome back. The calendar says it's almost Halloween, but it feels like Thanksgiving outside. Temperatures 28 degrees on the Oregon coast. We usually don't get that cold until around Thanksgiving or Christmas out toward the coast, and that's what we're seeing this morning. Relatively clear skies. That's allowed the temperature to drop off 26 degrees in Corvallis. But check out Roseburg right now. You can't see a thing, and that is due to some localized clouds and fog that developed overnight last night. Just some residual moisture after all of the rain and kind of snow that we saw over the past week or so. It's kind of settled in down across the Umpqua Basin. That kept the temperature up. In fact, that's probably the warmest spot in the state right now. The rest of us are stuck in the 20s and 30s. You can see out into portions of the high desert. Some of us are in the single digits this morning. That's actual temperatures. This is the coldest start of the season, and we are going to warm things up. We're talking about yet another pattern change as we head into the following week. But if you are driving across the passes this morning, especially around 5,000 feet, we do have that melting snow that did refreeze on the roadways overnight last night. Kind of saw that yesterday when I was up in the passes, so be mindful of that, especially up towards Blue River, Santiam Pass, and if you're driving out towards McKenzie. I know a lot of folks are headed out towards Bend for the weekend, so just be mindful of that. Cold air across the region is because of this high pressure system. Sinks all the air down toward the surface, makes it even colder, suppressing all the temperatures, but it also warms us up in the afternoon. We're going to be very close to 60 degrees over the next few days. But you saw that cold front offshore. That's going to start moving in as we head into the second half of the week. We are talking about some big changes underway. We're going to replace the dry cold with kind of a warm and wet environment as we head toward the rest of the week. We're talking about shower chances increasing by Wednesday. Halloween looks okay. It looks like the rain switch is going to be turned on to the start of November. So if you are planning on any activities Halloween night, you shouldn't need the rain jacket or anything. It looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy, and those temperatures are going to be warming right back up toward the rest of the week. High temperatures today, colder though. Again, this is high temperatures more typical for Thanksgiving Day, 54 degrees here in Eugene. And we're going to fast forward for future scan because nothing's really happening over the next few days, mainly Monday and Tuesday. Cloud cover starts increasing, and that is ahead of the pattern change. Watch this. Dry conditions all the way through Tuesday, ramps right back up. Wednesday all the way through next week, and it looks like these rain chances are going to be here to stay. We have a favorable environment. Upper level low is going to park itself right over the northwest. This high pressure system is going to be out of here. So whenever we add moisture, that's going to kind of regulate the temperatures, warm things up. Watch, we're not talking about snow along the Cascades. Normally we're seeing white right here along the Cascade spine. We're talking about a warm rain. Temperatures are going to be very close to 60 degrees and more comparable to weather that we typically see in April. So we have a blend of seasons going on over the next few days. 57 degrees this afternoon as we head towards Halloween. 62 degrees. You can see rain starting to move back in Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday across the Umpqua Basin. Clearing fog, 54 degrees. 29 degrees as we head towards tomorrow morning. So we are still dealing with the 20s, but the rain is going to be moving back in as we head towards Wednesday and Thursday. That is not supposed to be there. We're not talking about lowering snow levels. Let's kind of fast forward here through the Cascade Passes real quick where we left off. 35 degrees. Again, hard freeze this morning. We're only getting barely above freezing up across the passes today. Rain moving back in. We're talking about 40s by Wednesday, Thursday. And for Eugene and Corvallis, 54 degrees today, but you can see the rain starting to move back in. We had the dry cold, as I like to call it, in the past couple of mornings, but toward the rest of the week, we get a warm rain. So
dry cold. I just go outside and see all the frost on the cars, and it's not particularly...
It's really weird,
We talked about how excited we were for fall. I liked it a lot better when I was driving and looking at pretty trees rather than scraping my car. I don't know if I'm all the way ready for that yet.
It seems like a couple weekends ago we were talking about temperatures in the 70s and 80s.
I mean, that's because we literally were.
Yeah, October in Oregon's fun. I will say that.
We're taking what we could get, though. And still not too cold, though, to go hiking, right?
No, of course not. We're almost into that snowshoeing season, and we do. I was up at Mount Bailey yesterday, so that will be coming towards November, but this is a little spooky edition. We did a trip down into the Redwoods. This is Boy Scout Tree Trail in Gasky, California, so take a look.